Good morning, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, hit that red button for me. Today, we're talking about VTHO, all about VTHO. We got a lot to go over. We got a lot to cover, guys. So get your popcorn ready. Spark up what you spark up. Pour up what you pour up. Smoke them if you got them. And sit back and enjoy the show. So taking a look at the price here, guys. VTHO is a little bit above half a penny now, 0.006 cents. I think that I am very, very intrigued by VTHO, especially since we've seen VeChain absolutely explode this summer. I think that VTHO is tied to VeChain in some way, shape, or form. I mean, the all-time high is 4 cents, but you know we got all the way up to 2 cents in the height of the April pump, and I think that when VeChain grows, VTHO will grow as well. Once 2.0 comes out, we'll be burning a lot more VTHO. A lot more people will be able to get on the blockchain. We already see in some of the metrics that the tool chain is running like crazy. That leads to more VTHO burn. So, what is VTHO? How do we buy VTHO? And is VTHO a good investment? That's what this video is about, guys. Let's get right into it. So here's where we're going to start. We're going to start right from the horse's mouth, the white paper. Okay, guys, if you have not taken a look at the white paper, I highly recommend you sit down, take a couple hours and read through it. Now, bear with me. This is going to be a long read. Okay, I recommend you put it on 2x speed if you can. But I think that this is important so that we know the dynamics of the VeChainThor blockchain's economic model. So, from the top, financial characteristics are inherent in every blockchain. A proper economic model is one of the fundamental elements in the blockchain ecosystem and a key factor for success. After studying the economic models of most public blockchain networks and several discussions with our business partners, especially corporations and enterprise business owners, we are currently the largest obstacle to adoption. We've discovered the largest obstacle of adoption of massive applications on the blockchain. The cost of using the blockchain is directly linked to token valuation. While the token valuation usually goes up as blockchain usage grows, the cost of using the blockchain varies dependent on whether a party wishes to conduct payment transactions or smart contract transactions. This does not even mention the speculation of traders and investors. As a contributor to the value of blockchain, no business owner would run applications or a business or blockchain anywhere that has an unpredictable and unstable cost. I would agree. This section describes VeChainThor economic model that governs the VeChainThor token, VTHO, generation from VeChain tokens, VET. An estimation of market demand and supply of VeChainThor and VeChainThor price modeling principles. In summary, VeChainThor is generated by holding VET with velocity, which is established to allow any user with VET to make transactions at no extra cost if the user holds tokens for long enough. Okay? Based on the VeChainThor generation model, we can estimate the supply and demand of VeChainThor for each given day on a period of time because VeChain has a fixed cost total supply of 86 billion, and the total supply of VeChainThor per day is calculated to be 37 billion at the current velocity. The demand of VeChainThor comes from smart contract executions and payment transactions to stabilize the transaction cost in fiat and maintain the equilibrium of the supply and demand of VeChainThor. The foundation closely monitors the market and estimates the demand of VeChainThor based on the activities of applications running on the VeChainThor blockchain token transmissions. When needed, the foundation would decide to initiate the adjustment of the economic model variables according to the governance model. Okay, and we saw that happen in April. Let's take a look at the design philosophy here, guys. I know this is a little bit dry and technical, but it's important to understand if you're going to really understand the two-token model ecosystem. The principle of designing the model is to prevent transaction fees from being directly exposed to the volatility of the price of VET. making VeChainThor more susceptible for conducting businesses, financial activities for both individual and enterprise users. In our design, there are two levels of blockchain usage. The lower level concerns blockchain level operations such as token transfer and smart contract execution, while at higher levels, developers and application owners conduct complex business and financial activities. As we can see here on this chart, VET is the quote-unquote smart money, the value transfer for business activities and financial activities. And we can see down here, the VTHO is the energy, sort of the oil used for payment transactions and smart contract execution transactions. What I like to think of is VeChain is the oil pumper or the oil derrick. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called a derrick. And VeChain is the actual oil that we use in order to drive our car, to, power our homes. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Both are important. In our model, we designed the two token ecosystem to facilitate activities at both levels, namely VET and VeChain. The function of VET is to serve as a value transfer medium, or in other words, smart money to enable rapid circulation within the ecosystem. On the other hand, VeChain represents the underlying cost of using VeChainThor blockchain and will be consumed, or in other words, burned after a certain blockchain operations are performed. Since VET is the right to use the VeChainThor blockchain, the model is designed in such a way that VeChain is automatically generated via holding VET. In other words, whoever holds VET gets VeChain, and they are able to use the VeChain blockchain for free as long as the operation is performed, consumed less than the VeChain generated. VeChain can be transferred and traded to allow users to acquire extra VeChain for performing larger scale operations, such as running a blockchain application. Okay, so you have VeChain, which generates VET. Now, you can use the blockchain for free as long as you hold VET for long enough to be able to cover the VeChain cost for using the blockchain. Okay, guys, so if you just get some VET and you want to do all this good stuff and you don't have enough VeChain, you won't be able to do it until you have either more VET or more VeChain. So it incentivizes holding VET in order to really be able to do cool things on the blockchain, like mint NFTs, create decentralized applications. Okay. Now let's take a look here at the model settings. We got VE is VeChain, gas amount. We're not gonna pretty much read all this. This is a lot of technical mumbo jumbo, but we will go down to here. Okay, this is important. The balance and the demand and the supply of VeChain. Okay, the design of the two token model intends to maintain a stable and predictable transaction cost in fiat of using the VeChainThor blockchain, depending on the market participation of the VeChain market and the demand and supply of VeChain. The foundation would adjust the minimum VeChain price per gas to achieve this goal, and they did that. They did that a couple months ago when they adjusted that price, the gas price. If there's a clear or long-term trend, the adjustment of the minimum VeChain gas does not effectively stabilize the transaction cost, the foundation will propose to adjust the VeChain generation velocity. Okay, and that is the amount of VeChain you get just by holding VET. And let's put a fork in that so we can see here that you get about, I skipped it up here, 10K VeChain, you take for 10K VET, there will be about 4.32 VeChain generated per day. Okay, so that's the generation rate, pretty much. So 10K VeChain, you'll get about 4.32 VeChain per day. Now, they could adjust the generation velocity. From a technical perspective, the adjustment of gas price requires about 2/3 of the signature signatures of the steering committee members as part of on-chain governance mechanism, while the adjustment of VTHO generation velocity will require an incompatible upgrade of the protocol. So they did not do the adjustment of the VTHO generation velocity yet. If VTHO goes to like $1, I think they could do that, but that's, you know, way into the future. If they do have to do a adjustment to the VTHO generation rate, there will need to be a hard fork, and everybody will need to vote on that. That's a major change to the VeChain ecosystem. The supply of VTHO is based on the current velocity. When the supply-demand hold trading patterns are not set, there will be fluctuation and equilibrium processed by the market players such as enterprise users, developers, and VET holders. The VTHO market might be in premature status for a period of time before purchasing VTHO from the open market and using it for running applications becomes normal for most enterprise users. The VTHO price should not only be benchmarked with other blockchain platforms, but also the value added to businesses owners via the applications running on the VeChain blockchain. The foundation does not intend to take any action to directly affect the market until a definite conclusion is made by closely monitoring all the variables by the foundation team and invited subject matter experts. The demand of VTHO for the next 6 months is an estimated combination of the economic forecasting models, adjustments by the inputs from the business development and application owners. The forecasting technique will be continuously tested against all available data. Different models might be adopted to estimate the VTHO demand from the payment transactions and smart contract execution. The market participation ratio will be estimated using historical data. So, and then it goes on to say that if they need to adjust anything about VTHO, there will be a vote. So that's a little bit about VTHO, guys. Again, in short, if you didn't really get all that, VeChain and VTHO are two tokens separated. The reason why they separate it is to make sure that the transaction cost for the VeChain blockchain is stable. That does not mean that they care about the price, quote unquote, price of VeChain. The price of VeChain and the transaction fees are two different things, all right, in my humble opinion. When the price is raised back here in April, they did a VeChain base fee reduction. Okay, so they reduced it. They reduced the fee, the quote unquote fee, in order to participate on the VeChainThor blockchain by 99%. Okay, people will say that that affected the price. I don't think that affected the price. I think that, you know, VeChain was, you know, 2 cents, and a lot of people who bought VeChain sold. That's what I think happened. I do think that VeChain can come back. I think that VeChain will come back, and I'm highly, highly bullish on VeChain. All right, guys. So that's that. Where can you buy VeChain? Well, I'm glad you asked. We are now sponsored by Crypto.com, guys. This is amazing. Crypto.com is amazing, guys. You can buy VeChain from Crypto.com. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Crypto.com, a little bit about some of the things that they offer here in this next segment. So please bear with me. I hope you guys enjoy it. Click the link down below, Crypto.com/Boomin. Go ahead, guys, create a profile. It takes 5 minutes to KYC with Crypto.com, and they've been amazing. If you guys do set up an account with Crypto.com, I'll get a little bit of kickback. You guys will be helping me out a little bit, and you'll get about $25 as well. So go ahead, bear with me. Let's take a look for our sponsor here. Thank you guys so much. First off, I'd like to say thank you so much to our sponsor here at Crypto.com, guys. I really, really appreciate you guys for sponsoring me and sponsoring this video. Thank you again. I love Crypto.com. It's very, very easy to use, and it has all of our favorite cryptos, unlike other exchanges that we're not gonna name in this segment. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Crypto.com, guys, so bear with me here. We're gonna talk about the earn portion here, where you can literally stake your crypto on Crypto.com for some pretty good rates here, guys. I mean, 8.5% on your Bitcoin. 8.5% on your ETH, and 14% on your USDC. That is unheard of, guys. Up to 30 cryptocurrencies and stablecoins available for you to earn, on your crypto. Okay, guys. So they do something pretty cool here. The more CRO you have, the more stakes you'll be able to gain on your crypto. So let's just say you deposited $5,000 worth of Bitcoin and you had 40,000 CRO or more. You would get about 425 per year paid in Bitcoin. Now, the great thing about that is that it compounds together with everything. So again, guys, the more CRO you have, the better stakes you will be able to get. That's amazing. Now let's take a look at all these coins you could earn interest on, guys. Like, this is amazing. And some of these are higher than what you could get staking natively. USD coin 12%, Paxos 12%, Bitcoin 6.5%. I mean, you really can't beat this. You could even get 3% on your VeChain, guys. I mean, natively staking VeChain, you can only get about 1%. You can get 3% on your Doge, 3% on your Shiba Inu. Crypto.com is amazing, guys. I left Binance, came on over to Crypto.com. You know, they're a lot user friendly. It only took me 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes to get set up. KYC and everything. So that's amazing. Let's take a look at this here as well. We've got the card tiers here. We got Obsidian, Frosty, Rose, Gold, and Icy White, Indigo, Royal Indigo, Jade Green, Ruby Steel, and Midnight Blue. Now, in order to get these cards, you need to have a certain balance of CRO. So obviously, the highest tier here is $400,000 worth of CRO. And every time you use your Obsidian card, guys, you get 8% back in CRO, which is pretty awesome. Not only that, guys, you get 100% of Spotify paid off, Netflix, Prime, and you get 10% on Expedia, 10% on Airbnb. This is amazing. This is amazing, guys. So again, I like Crypto.com. I can't wait to pick up one of these cards here. And thank you again to Crypto.com for sponsoring this video as well. So go ahead, take a look around, see what you can afford, and if you guys are interested in this, this is definitely awesome. Also, you guys get free ATM withdrawals depending on which tier you're in. I really do like that Obsidian tier, but hey, you know, not too many people have $400,000 lying around. I understand that. And then finally, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about Crypto.com Pay. You can pay on your Crypto.com app. You could buy Starbucks. You could shop at hundreds of stores and pay with over 30 plus tokens, guys. CRO, ETH, BTC, DOT, and you could pay with Doge. As we can see here, we have Apple iTunes. You could buy things at Best Buy, Starbucks, Caribou Coffee, Airbnb, Adidas. Guys, if you're not on Crypto.com, go ahead, click the link below, Crypto.com/Boomin. KYC an account, guys. It takes 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. I was in and out. KYC an account, set up an account, guys. You can buy NFTs as well. And by doing so, you could buy your VeChain, you could buy your VTHO there, and you could buy your Cardano. So if you do that, you'll be helping me out greatly. Again, thank you so much to Crypto.com for sponsoring this video. I love using it, and I'm going to shout it out to the mountaintops if you guys are interested. All right, guys. So again, lots of rewards, lots of things. They have tons of coins here. Let's take a look at the coins that they have. I mean, look at all this. You know, other companies that we're not going to mention in this segment here don't even have half of the coins that you could trade on here. Compound, Avalanche, Theta. You could even trade T-Fuel, VTHO, VeChain. Let's take a look. You can buy VTHO directly from Crypto.com. That's what I love. All right, guys. So thank you so much to Crypto.com again for sponsoring this video. I love Crypto.com and can't wait to use it more. Can't wait to buy my VeChain and buy my VeTHO and buy my Cardano on there. Again, I really appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. So Here is another thing here. Again, guys, go ahead, hit that link down below, crypto.com/Boomin, and pick up some VeChain. They got VTHO, they got ADA, they got all of our favorite cryptos that you could think of. It is very, very easy, and they have been amazing. Support, IT support, everything. All right, so here's understanding fundamentals for the two token system. Again, thank you to free video chat. This was 2 years ago, so numbers might have changed, but bear with me. We're gonna go through this, and then we got one more story that we're gonna look at, and then we're gonna wrap things up. So the Bitcoin story is very simple. You have Bitcoin you actually own, and you own a piece of virtual gold. It's as simple as that. With alts, tokens is not as simple, and VeChain is a two token model, which makes things even more complicated. People don't see, or they don't want to see, the critical importance of VeTHO price in creating value for VET token, which the only purpose is to create VeTHO. The fact is, a lot of people are investing in VET since it was hyped and has better exchanges and liquidity and bigger market cap. But the fact is that VeChain operates on the blockchain, which uses VeTHO to broadcast transactions. The price of VeTHO is so dirty cheap compared to VET, and that's way it's better and smarter for people to buy VeTHO, since for the same amount of money you could buy more VeTHO you could buy more VeTHO that will VET produce in a lifetime. Someone says it's like the printer and money, and you should buy the printer instead of the money. It's not like that, since the printer can't print unlimited amount of money. It is designed to print only 2% of the money yearly, and for the price of the printer, you could actually buy the money that will take 50 years to print if you invested the same amount in the money printer. That does make sense. Based on the current prices of VeChain tokenomics, I don't agree that at the moment VET is a better investment than VeTHO. Only thing that can make VET's price higher long term is VeTHO value. So that's why it's better to invest in VeTHO in the short term. In order to see VET rise, it must be led by VeTHO rise, since it can't go the other way around. We've seen that was not true, but this was written 2 years ago. But he does make a lot of good points here. Also, under other indicators that VeTHO may be a better investment from VET at this moment. That's why I'm thinking of using a portion of my VET to buy more VeTHO. When the price goes up, I plan on converting VeTHO back to VET before they could increase the generation rate. When you do some math and your investment is based on fundamental facts of the two token ecosystem, instead of speculation and hype, it's actually common sense. Why buy only one cow and wait for milk when you can, for the same amount of money, buy more milk that this cow will produce in a lifetime? There are so many speculative reasons why I believe that the price of VeTHO will increase short term much more than VET. One of them for sure is the Binance listing. Okay, Binance listing, and all that good stuff. So again, VeTHO is definitely great. Again, it is the oil, and VET is the oil derrick. So again, I'm hyper bullish on VeTHO and VeChain, guys. You're gonna have to make the decision yourself. What do you guys think? And remember, you can buy VeTHO and VeChain. I know I'm probably gonna get this question about 5 darn times. Where do I buy VeTHO? You can buy VeTHO at crypto.com. Link below. All right, guys. It looks good. It looks tasty. I can't wait to scoop up some. What do you guys think, guys? Comment down below. Let me know. This has been a sort of deep dive into VeTHO, what it is, what it does. As we can see here, this chart does look pretty good, if I do say so myself. There have been times when VeTHO has kind of exploded a little bit and then came back down, but I still do think that it is a good buy, especially when we see other fuel coins like T-Fuel. T-Fuel absolutely exploded, like absolutely exploded. Imagine if you were loading up on T-Fuel all the way back here. you'd probably be a very rich man. But T-Fuel has a circulation, it actually has a cap on coins where VeTHO doesn't. That's another thing you got to take a look at as well, guys. So again, let me know what you guys think down below about VeTHO. It's all about VeTHO today, guys. I truly do think that it could go higher. I mean, maybe it could get to $1 one day. If VeChain literally goes parabolic and, you know, all this fundamental news that we talk about each and every day bears fruit, Bitcoin goes up to close to 100K, I don't see why VeTHO can't go to $1, maybe even 50 cents, who knows. So I'm going to be adding this to the roto of coins that I'm going to be dollar cost averaging in. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys did. I hope you found it informative in some way. If not, let me know down below. And you know, we'll think of something else, okay? All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here. Thank you for bearing with me. I know this is a very long video. Thank you again to crypto.com for sponsoring this video. Really appreciate you. We got 1,045 days to the next Bitcoin block halving, and looks like the markets are doing well today. It's good to see. At least we're not down a lot. A lot of coins are moving sideways. No real major pumps, but yeah, still things are looking pretty good. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the VeTHO updates. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Don't let your memes be dreams, and I will talk to you soon with the Cardano updates. Love y'all. Bye.